So, what is it? Happy June. Happy June. It's the second, June the 2nd. Anyway, one thing about me, I just broke my son's car that was in front of the TV. That might indicate another breakthrough, which to God be all the glory. This week is being drawn out. I'm like, this week ain't over yet for my daughter because she goes to public school to be out of school and stuff. I'm like, man, but yeah, maybe that indicates a breakthrough because I definitely didn't mean to step on his stuff. I went in there to open up the curtain and ended up stepping on one of his cars, and that's how I had to. I went on and told him. I didn't wait until later because I was about to just put it back down. Like it doesn't matter. But I told him, he was like, "Dang." but yeah. Mm, I don't know. I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling fine. I'm just, you know, what you call, just feel like I'm just waiting for something, waiting for the good, waiting for the bad, hoping that it's not the bad, but yeah, waiting for something, maybe even extraordinary to happen. I don't know, but yeah, something. My kids went out in the pool for a good hot 15-20 minutes today. And then was ready to come back in. But my oldest son is still out there in the shade under the tree, and he's on the using the device. I meant to tell him, do you want to take that black table out there and use it for that? Is that better or you good? I'm good. Okay. But yeah, so he's doing that, chilling out. My younger son is in the living room. I'm in the computer room / it's partially their little lounge room. Um, just trying not to go too deep in my thoughts today. Just letting my thoughts stay where they are. And, whatever's next. Oh, I did notice my son went and took something to the trash, and he was walking out at the same time as the boys, their so-called dads, one of his female cousins, which I feel like he was a little too close for comfort. But you know what? He might not have been around them in his early stages in life, and then he linked up with them later. So, because some of my male cousins and stuff was definitely too close for comfort regarding me. I mean, I'm talking about molestation type stuff. One of them, to me, I just feel like he's only like a year or so older than me, or two. So I don't know. It doesn't bother me as much. But the one that was like maybe 4 to 6 years older. I don't know how old he is. I feel a type of way about. But anyway, well, I know if the boys' so-called dad was around this female cousin before, honey would have been trying to show enough push up on her, because it was the way he was all, when I guess he claimed she came back from having sex with somebody. He was like, oh, she just got back from, you know what, that 4-letter word at the ing. So I'm like, oh, okay. Y'all, I mean, that's what y'all do with each other. But she had done it similar to him. Like, oh, yeah, caught you. Like, I mean, y'all that invested in each other's lives? Are you serious? I just have never, when I link up with my, previously known cousin, so-called cousin, whatever you want, whatever, I was not that invested. I be trying to be cool with them because I just thought that's what cousins do. Hey, I've been like, definitely, it's the traditional programming type stuff. I was cool with them because I thought that's what we do. But I just don't be invested in who they land up with, what you got going on, and maybe I don't care enough. Maybe I should have cared more, but I didn't. Not, and I ain't specifically talking about that, but I'm just saying like maybe I should have cared more about their lives overall, like what was going on with them. But I didn't. I had too much on my plate, and I was too busy concerned about myself. I was not thinking about them. Honestly, when I linked up with them, sometimes I was not. even really considering them like that. I didn't even see that car pass by. Come over here. I wasn't considering them or nothing. I just was living and existing. Now I'm almost positive if I did have the chance or be around them some type of way, form or fashion, I would pay a little more attention. But honey, I'm glad that I'm not around them. Now, one of my male cousins, and he is one who had that little interactive stuff going on when we was younger, when we was kids. But one of my him, I don't know, he just seemed more level headed, and I guess it's because last I knew he didn't have no kids, he wasn't married or nothing like that. So you to me it seems like you could be a little more healthy or like stable minded or whatever, if you will. Yeah, a little stable minded, if you will. And you got the right to be a little more selfish because you ain't got no kids and it's done and third. So that's what that is. Let me see some. I got some wipes in here, but I didn't realize I still had some. So yeah, but just he was too invested, and he wasn't invested in. I'm not gonna say he wasn't invested in me enough. It just didn't feel like he was that invested in me, and his attention was always elsewhere, whatever. I don't know, honey. Looking back, yeah, but I'm not trying to look back because when I tell you I'm not trying to look back, I'm not trying to go back. Again, I do have to say, if I had to choose the lesser of the two evils for him to. But sometimes the person that's closest that can get that close and personal to you, you might not want, because they know how to get to you. But I can't even say that he does. He couldn't do it on his own. He couldn't act alone and be able to do something to me. Me, I can act alone for the most part, or I can include the members of my household, which I felt like I had a right to. To if I wanted to come against him or do something to him or whatever. But I wasn't trying. My goals and stuff wasn't that. I told him in the beginning. I was like, I'm not setting you. I told him I would never set him up, and I don't intend to. But at this point, I will look out for myself, and if that includes you know, you doing something and being, you being stupid and stuff like that, and just bothering with me, tampering with me in the wrong type of way, then I mean I guess you're gonna feel like you got set up, and I'm not gonna care at all because you're not gonna do that to me when I'm just not gonna know what you're doing to you. You know, trying to get this computer on so I can get on one of these sites that I want to get on. Well, yeah, that's all that's going on today, and I guess I was reflecting on how, because I did not give a damn when, of course when she brought my daughter, not dropped my daughter off, but brought my daughter here. I saw my focus was my daughter. It's not nobody else. The rest of y'all do not exist to me. But I was trying to reflect on even the look or in some of the words that my daughter's so-called grandma had said to me when she was here, and it's like, girl, I do not mess with you, period. But I was thinking to myself today, it seemed like maybe she knows something that I don't know, which they usually always do. I don't be caring. Like the last time she, I guess, knew that the boys' so-called dad had a baby on the way, and this, that, and the third. And from last I knew, um, she was in communication with his sister and stuff like that. And what else was it? And just other people. Like she just stays in young folks' business. Too much for my comfort, honey. It's disturbing, and that's just that. But anyway, yeah, what she said to me didn't matter. Didn't matter. Like I almost wish I didn't hear it. And of course it was how she said it too, and she said it twice. She wanted to make sure I heard. Girl, I do not care nothing about you. Period. You not understanding. You not understanding. I don't care how long it's been, this, that, and the third. You know, I'm glad it wasn't a minute longer, but at the same time, I don't care. Meaning, whatever her and her son, her so-called son, got going on, or her going on, regarding their in-house issues, I'm not getting in that, and I wasn't getting in that back in the day. He definitely tried to initiate me and get me in there. No, as far as how I felt towards her personally, because she did certain stuff to me, whatever she did to her son, if it affected me, then I had something to say about it. But if, whatever her and her son had going on, I spoke about stuff, but I didn't really give a damn about how she relate to him. You know, like I said, as long as if it wasn't totally disgusting and disturbing to me, but honey, you just never know what they might have had going on behind closed doors. Some probably think regarding me and my sons behind closed doors. Yeah, honey, sometimes I don't walk around in it's like a sports bra and some shorts or something like that, but honey, I make sure I cover up because I don't want my sons looking at me in that type of light. Now, if my sons needed to learn something or whatever that might be uncomfortable. I do think I'm the first woman they need to learn it from. I ain't talking about Jim Jones, mama kissing and tongue kissing and stuff like that. I don't have a desire to do that. And I honestly just feel like, besides them being babies and me kissing on them when they were young, me doing that when they get older, I don't know. I just feel a little. But I do see it's a certain healthiness in that you do. You teach your kids, but I don't know. I guess just in a way where it's not perverted and stuff like that. I don't know. Just don't let the enemy in. Don't I guess kind of like Jim Jones' mama explained it, but because honestly, if you don't do it, somebody else gonna get to him first and be doing some other stuff with him. You know what I'm saying? Try to put him on, trying to turn him out. And really, if you do show them healthy stuff, then So I don't know. I don't intend on doing that with my sons, but just I pray that God help me to get a way to be able to help teach them in a healthy way. Sheesh. But I don't know. Oh, just thinking about that, that's just uncomfortable. Seems uncomfortable. But like I said, if I gotta use a mirror and try to help them to, you know, get older or whatever. Anyway, don't know how I arrived at that, but yeah, just never damn know. These niggas was out here tongue kissing their mama or penetrating their mama or all type of stuff. I don't know, and I hope not. It's almost like how Blueface is recently saying his mom want to be his girlfriend and stuff like that, and it just be all type of weirdness going on. I mean, as far as we know, it is weird. You know what? It very well could be the natural way we're supposed to do it, and we just don't. But I'm not gonna say. I don't know. I know God ain't revealed that to me as far as that is, but I feel something kind of sort of along them lines. Like you definitely need to be the first one to teach your kid. So I guess in that aspect, I definitely, you know what I'm saying, she would smoke with her son and stuff like that. So I always was against that because I'm just against smoking anyway. But especially you sitting around like your son is your man or your boyfriend or whatever, or y'all cool like that. So I didn't understand that and I couldn't process it. I asked my child, had she been exposed to any of that? You sitting around smoking with people and this, that, and the third. She claimed no, but I'm just letting you know, honey. Don't need to be doing what I deem inappropriate stuff with you. And just, yeah. So, with that said, Lord, order my steps, grace me to do what it is that you call me to do, that you expect me to do, that you require me to do, empower me. I really don't want to do nothing. I'm not saying that I have to or anything, but I just really don't want to do nothing that is disgusting. Uh, Anything that's disgusting or make me squeamish or whatever. Yeah, my so-called dad was one of the ones kissed me on my lips before, when I was younger and stuff like that. And it wasn't no pervert stuff. It was just like a peck on the lips and stuff like that. And it didn't disturb me, but the fact that you're out here with other females and stuff like that, you're putting your lips on them and then you're putting your lips on me, I think that's what bothers me. But, I guess if it would have been my own mom, then it probably wouldn't have been as bad. But I know that my daughter's dad, probably when she was younger. Now I don't know about as far as her being older now. When she was younger, probably kissed her and stuff on her mouth and stuff like that. And I had no problem. I had no problem. I had no problem with my boys' dad having done that to them when they were younger. But it just the way society is, it just seems like really crazy. Um. Yeah, I'm on here trying to do something and I haven't even got on there yet, but let me figure it out. Huh, I don't really have much to say. I know them so-called neighbors, and I'm not standing there lurking, but they've been on quiet and pausing. I don't want to speak them up and stir them up. I just really want them to stay where they at, mind their business. I just continue over here in my yard in my life, and I see him out there playing that basketball, and it still irks me. But oh Lord, have mercy. I'm trying to get me some. I'm trying to find some grass seeds, but I think I gotta settle for some chia seeds real quick. Try to grow my grass back up and sprinkle them over there, water them and stuff like that, and then just figure that out from there. Um, and yeah, that's all that's going on. What? Well, let me see. What other mass shooting can happen? I know I seen the hospital got shot up. This was a black man. I don't know what they're gonna say about this. Pregnant woman got shot 5 times. What's been out there? I'm trying to think. I don't know if I know anything else that's going on. Hmm. That's all for right now, folks. Can't believe it that I don't really have much or nothing else to say. And not my mind drawing a blank, but somewhere close. It's like, yeah, I like being at a place like this where my mind is at ease. And oh, but I just broke his stuff. Like I said, I don't know if that means for another breakthrough. And the last time I broke something, well, I didn't break it. My son broke it. But the last time something was broken, my daughter at least communicated. This time, hopefully it's just something a whole lot more continuously spending time. And that's why I wanted to get my jacuzzi and stuff up just in case she was to show up. I want to go out there and still put some more sand down and try to get it straight, but I'm so busy trying to still conceal it from other folks and stuff like that. So, that's my concern right now. And just find something to still cover it up with and all that good stuff. So, I'll figure it out though. I will figure it out. I will never forget when Orlando Brown was like on the Jamie Foxx show. I will figure it out. You give me enough time, I will. Or you leave her in here long enough for time, I will figure it out. He did that little. Orlando is just something, honey. I likes me some Orlando Brown for real. Even nowadays, even how he is nowadays, he off the chain. That would be so damn obnoxious for me to be sitting around him for a long period of time. Cause I don't like people that just play all day. Like you don't like that's all you gonna do at your mouth and out your being is play all day. No, baby, we gotta rest. But seem like a cool dude. What they say, cool cats. Okay, let me pull up my camera so I can check on my son in the backyard. Just watching him. He just chilling out. Let me ask him what he watching. What are you doing? Watching something on there?
Yeah.
Watching what?
I was watching one of these YouTubers that I found like last night. It's called Markiplier.
Okay. So yeah, I like when it's calm moments, I can check on my kids. It's still hot in the shade though. So, I ain't just sitting out there like that. But anyway, I did a review today. Well, I did a survey. I might read y'all what I said. Well, for Uber Eats review for sure, I said very bad business practices. I've been somewhat of a loyal customer, consumer of this business for a few years now, and they always find a way to get over on people. They have this thing, whether it's a policy or not, I'm not fully aware, but the thing where if you have too many adjustments, then you are ineligible to receive a refund or adjustment, even in the event that your order is wrong or is missing items that you paid for. I have received emails stating that I will not receive my money back when my items didn't arrive at all or in poor quality. I do not recommend anyone uses that, but they can avoid it because they seem to be a team of legit scammers and schemers. It probably won't be long before things come crashing down for this organization as a whole. If my order is incorrect 100 times out of 100, I expect modifications or refunds and or compensation for the inconveniences I've experienced due to said company and or its employees. I have a strong tendency of boycotting companies that don't value me as a consumer. They violate and intimidate their consumers. And I went on to talk about a letter that they email that they had sent me. Baby, this house that I'm looking at, it's still been quiet over there. I don't know what's going on. I guess that's got to do with, it's just been feeling good. When that person do come, it's on a quiet tip or a sneak tip or whatever, and it just feels so good. Now, if the rest could just follow suit and stay in that and just do what you know what I'm saying, it'd be good. Tend to y'all life. Have your little get together, kick back, whatever with your, you know what I'm saying, and keep it. Don't let it spill over, and just chill out. Just relax. Anyway, this one was about the BBB. It was a BBB survey. BBB was instrumental in that they actually made contact with the company on behalf of the person filing a complaint. But there were ways where they were not so effective. Number one, I wasn't made aware of a specific complaint that a specific complaint was closed out, unless I just overlooked an email, was not resolved to my satisfaction. I've also been referred by BBC to another agency, which is not a major issue if they can't help to resolve, but it feels like I'm jumping through hoops and going in circles. Some of or one of the staff's attitude towards assisting in resolving the matter for me was not so welcoming. It felt like their opinion of what should be the conclusion of the matter was forced on me, and that what I thought was not highly considered by far. It's caused me to develop distrust for the BBB organization as a whole. One bad apple can spoil it for the whole bunch. A little leaven leavens the whole loaf. Y'all know how to go biblical on them. And then there was another part where they asked what could they do better. And I said, yes, try to ensure that the person who initially submitted the complaint due to seeking true help to resolve a matter is satisfied and doesn't feel rushed. Because I felt rushed, like, oh, we're going to close this because I guess they don't want to get in the back and forth. I mean, and it's wise not to get in nobody's back and forth. I pray that we able to start resolving stuff between where it started at. If two people or two parties have issues with each other, that they can resolve it at there. They can come to some.
Sun's kind of dry now. Plus, I'm getting a little hot, even when I'm in the shade.
All right, I just said it's hot in the shade. Okay, well, you probably have to knock on that front door if you want, or you can come in the side. It doesn't matter. The side is unlocked, but the front, he's up there. He can unlock the screen door for you, whichever way you decide. But all right, I'm in this computer room, so I'm doing my video and stuff. Anyway, so yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I felt rushed because but praying that that's what I was saying. Praying that God help us to resolve it between the parties that initially started and stuff like that. It might be a long way to go for that, but even with my so-called neighbors, stop calling the police on stupid stuff. And for me, like I said, what is he doing? I'm gonna go ahead and just, like I said, I'm gonna buy some kind of plant seeds instead of. I'm not gonna keep asking them over and over. Give me my stuff. Give me my stuff.
I set the phone book on the walkie-talkie.
I'm not gonna keep on going back and forth saying y'all give me my stuff that y'all supposed to give me, even though you damaged something in my yard. But I am gonna trust God to hold you accountable because you're trying to kill something in my yard, and I'm not saying that that means that you're directly trying to kill me, but could be. But because I feel like if you'll do that, then you might not stop, and then you'll go on about your life and your day like you never did. Oh no. Before it was all the kids colored on the walls and stuff, then I can have him come in there and paint it and this and third. Honey, I'm glad back then I didn't want him up in my house painting nothing, because I just didn't want you all up in my house. Period. And she didn't ever. I don't remember her offering me that, but she'd throw it in there. I said I could get him to come over there and paint. Okay, well I don't care what you said. You didn't discuss that with me that I knew of. I could have forgot. I ain't gonna sit here in front. Why is my son doing this? Like, why? Why? Maybe he gotta go to the trash can for something. I don't know. I thought that was one of them white bottles. Oh, must have. But yeah, so just praying that we can resolve stuff on that level. Yeah, I do feel like, hey, go ahead and get that basketball out from under that tree and put it by the porch. Here they go. I don't know what they got going on, honey. Him pulling up with these cars and stuff. I just be laughing at certain stuff because I be thinking something, and it might not even be that, but my thoughts be having me about cracking up. Something bit me on my forehead, and I'm just like, it's irritating. I don't know if it was a spider or ant or what. Who is this even driving this car? Let me see. Anyway. Anyway, yeah, that's my prayer for today. Um, like just example stuff that needs to be resolved between me and my daughter's so-called mom, which I feel like, girl, I wasn't checking for you. I wasn't worrying about you. I was staying at my level. Your whatever you and your. That's what I said. I feel like I might want to resolve it because I feel like when you crossed over and bothered with my daughter, then you definitely that's a problem with me. But really, I hold him accountable as far as he put his so-called mom in the midst and stuff like that. I'm not saying he wasn't man enough. It was because it's something regarding his dad. I said I was in here. It's something regarding his so-called dad not teaching him certain responsibility of stuff. But his dad is dead now, so who's next in line? Which one of y'all is next in line as far as the bull crap, the effery and all that? Like his dad can no longer speak for him and this, that, and the third. And honey, my so-called dad is still alive. Last I knew, but I don't be letting them come and fight my battles or nothing like that. I try to tell my daughter's so-called dad to let's sit down and let's all have this. You know what I'm saying? Just come together. Oh, I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. Okay, that's because you keep trying to think you're gonna hide something, and you're gonna mess around. You keep trying to hide and conceal something because you want to be a subtle type of person, and I'm gonna knock you upside your head, like, and it's not gonna be pretty, and it might be fatal. And Lord, for you know what I'm saying, I hope nobody hears this. This is in the wrong hands. 'Cause I'm not intending on it, but what I am doing is knowing how he gets nasty mouth, nasty actions, and try to be subtle with it. And I don't do subtlety. And so that would be my way resolving subtlety and like manipulation for the worst in the black community and just amongst us instead of including people. Baby, you either gonna be restrained somewhere for a long time, or you're going to be, and is that because we got it from the system or whatever? But yeah, you're gonna be restrained from somewhere, or you gonna do something stupid that's gonna cause something fatal for you. That's all I can say. So, you know, although I still felt a little riled up and wanted to go punch his mom in her face. Period. I don't know if it just wasn't the time or what. And then, of course, like I said, she's not known to. Well, she just let me know she had a weapon. She didn't never tell me that. I don't know. She ain't never say she was gonna use it on me. But I've had dreams where she pulled out something, whatever. Anyway, that part, because baby, I be winning. Like I be on top of it, and y'all feel like y'all got to go. You got to, for one, go use somebody else. Go use 2 and 3 other people to try to come for me, and you can't come at me on your own. Um, but yeah, I just want the parties to resolve the matter amongst one another. Um, if God be for you, who can be against you? So that's my stance on it. Like you try to come against me, and yeah, y'all done allowed for my daughter to get, I guess, beat up or whatever, hit, even somebody putting hands on her, but beat up. I didn't. I'm gonna say I didn't directly allow for that. I'm not saying that I didn't indirectly, but y'all done allow for my daughter to get some hands laid on her. So I feel like you need hands laid on you. I strongly feel like that. I don't know how it's gonna happen. If it's gonna occur at all, I don't know. I'm really feeling like I hope that it does, and people just knew how to just fight fairly, and just if you lose, you lose. Just let your pride go and just go on about your business. I don't know if my daughter still held animosity towards this female or whatever after this happened or whatever, but I'm praying that she don't. If that's the case, I don't want her to try to get no type of revenge or nothing like that. Oh Lord, have mercy. Just it is what it is. Let God handle it, but I do feel like some of them older ones needs to get hands laid on them because it shouldn't have happened. So in my eyes, it shouldn't have happened. What else was it? And other people definitely. So yeah, all of that said with the what I just said, the review and stuff like that. Because I get these reviews in, because I really just be I really want to send people BS back where they when they try to bring it over towards me, send it right on back. Don't think that nobody is watching you or paying attention to you as well. You are definitely actively being screened, recorded, whatever the case may be. I do not care. That's my way of protecting myself and keeping that the madness. So, don't go around there because you're gonna get recorded. Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure, baby. Why not? Why not? I'm not saying that the same thing can't happen to me, but I don't do it to be like diabolical. I do it to, let's have some integrity. Let's operate in an honest manner. Be encouraged. But anyway, let me get off here. That's it.